Well, I didn't plan on doing a video today, but as it's such a beautiful day, Christmas Day, there's not a cloud in the sky, I thought I'd take the opportunity to basically pop up to the airport again, the airport area, to the end of the Linea Morada, which is obviously the purple line that I've been on before, and just see what the situation is for hotels for New Year's Eve. Just to cut out this extra hour, because I've got to be at the airport for 4 AM on New Year's Day to get a plane back to Lima and Iquitos, which I'm really looking forward to because I've had enough of La Paz. I haven't done much here. The mountain's beautiful today. I can't remember the name of it. A guy that I met, William, he's an interesting character. He's only 4 foot tall because of rickets from poverty in Venezuela where he grew up. And he's our best mates with Roger Waters from Pink Floyd, who's now a political activist, so we've had a few good political conversations. And he told me the name of that mountain, but I can't remember what it was. It's one, I think it's something like the second highest in Bolivia, possibly, I'm not sure. But it looks great today. So, the reasoning is obviously coming from all the way back down in the district. I'm over here somewhere. It's just to cut out any potential sort of New Year's Eve taxi issues, really, because it'll cut an hour out of this journey. Well, it's about probably 40 minutes, but I want to be up on the Alto, which is the flat plane. If you look on Google Maps or Flight Radar 24, something like that, which is why they built the airport there. Obviously, it's a massive flat plane, easier for the planes to come in and land and take off and whatnot. And so I'm going to just go walk around a couple of hotels at the end of the Linea Morada here, and at least then I'm only 10 to 15 minutes taxi journey from there right to the airport. Probably try and sleep early, try and get to sleep about 9 o'clock New Year's Eve, and that's why I want a quiet hotel. And hopefully anybody coming for New Year, they'll all be down here in La Paz rather than up on the Alto. And then just ask a couple of taxi drivers, maybe get a couple of cards to see who's available around 4 AM on New Year's Day to take me to the airport, basically, because the flight's at 6:45 in the morning. So I'm going to always allow, no matter what international flight, minimum of 2 hours to check in. I can't see many people being on the flight who's going to be travelling on New Year's Day, really. I've already got the seats booked on the LATAM app anyway. So, what's the Republic of Canada and Republic of Costa Rica building about? So that's basically, it's just to kill some of the day. I was awake early anyway. I had a pretty good night's sleep. There was no fucking party, thank God. The restaurant staff told me there wasn't, and there wasn't. But the night before, holy fuck. I'm not going to put that video up because I was there at 4:30 in the morning. It didn't stop till 4:40. Just as I was pissed off because I couldn't sleep at all. A building 2 doors down had a birthday party for some selfish fuck. They had a kind of local music brass band with a fucking bass drum, probably going through the PA, because it shook the walls. You know, the walls were vibrating, and if you were at the front of the building, where William is, holy fuck, if you went and leaned over the front, it was booming in the street. The fucking PA was so loud, and then they had a band on, and disco, till 4:40 in the morning. It was fucking hell. It was impossible to sleep. So at least last night, Christmas Eve, there was no party, so it was quiet. But I just did a line of rapé in the morning, thinking, oh, it's all peaceful. 7:30 in the morning, and as soon as I took the line of rapé and lay on the bed to meditate, like a pile driver kicked off in the fucking street for an hour. Some machine in the road, like that can shake the building. I think I just don't escape. So anyway, just my usual shit that happens to me. Look at the scale of it. William reckons that there's only 4 million people in La Paz, but Google said 12. So I don't know now. I don't know what the population of La Paz is, but it's pretty bonkers, as you can see. I mean, you know, you think of each house has probably got a family of 6 in it. You know, each tiny little apartment. And it goes right the way up through that valley. I haven't seen that so clear before through that valley, because obviously this place is normally cloudy. But it's a beautiful day today. It's really warm. That's why I'm only in a t-shirt. And there's the other mountain sticking up over there. And I was talking to William, I said, you know, I wonder why people settle here. And he was saying that there's a lot of underground streams and rivers, so maybe that's something to do with it. And then mining, because obviously all of this is the Andes pushed up from the sea over millennia, probably. Because I was saying, you know, why would anyone want to settle here? What would have been the draw to come to this place in the first place? So who knows whether there was mining? Because obviously you can see there's not a lot grows here. Probably maybe that in the past there was enough for llamas to graze or something. I don't know. But I thought just to kill the day, I'll go and do this, at least get an idea. And it's such a beautiful day, instead of being stuck in the hotel. Most of the shops are shut. There's a few still open, because you'll always get people. You know, people told me, oh yeah, everyone's going to be closed. You probably have to walk a fair old way to find a cafe. But there'll be places open. I mean, there's always people that want to make money when everywhere else is shut. You know, even if it's a Chinese takeaway or other shops that don't really take Christmas too seriously, other than what it really is, which is just a fucking mega financial opportunity. As Mike said this morning, the only people who benefit from Christmas is the Chinese, selling fucking useless shit to everybody. But there's a particularly good view again, really clear. Oh, there's a flat plateau mountain there I'd not noticed before either. If the train was just that little bit different, they'd have probably been able to have a ski resort in La Paz. They do mountain trekking up to some of these mountains. Mountain climbing, I've seen them on the tour guide shops. Well, this is coming into the first stop of Linea Morada, and then change here and carry on, because it joins whatever line that is. It's grey, presumably, I don't know, the grey line or the moon line or whatever you call it. So I'll just pause it here. Oh well, I'll just walk. See how busy it isn't. So the other line is Linea Plateada, which I don't know what that means at the minute, or what colour it's supposed to represent. See, there's always stalls selling snacks or anything, so I'm hardly going to starve on Christmas Day. So I'll just pause it. So again, because it's quiet today, I'm going to wait around, see if I can get one on my own again. Right, hopefully the next one. Oh, so then this dude comes in and fucking sits with me. Yeah. So anyway, what was I saying? No, not really. So anyway, that's the plan. Just to see what hotels are available. Just wanted to log this after all this time. Turns out that there is plenty of fruit and veg and everything else, but you have to come here to the Alto, because I've just been to, as you can see, it's just markets, and this is Christmas Day, and the streets all around the hotel where I've just reserved is full of fruit and veg. I'm actually considering moving up here before, because there's a computer shops, music shops as well. Just so it's another area to explore. So after having a taxi driver that didn't know where the fuck he was going and know any roads or fuck all, who's an idiot, I'm now walking back to I'm fucking paranoid about bikes passing me in case they swipe this camera, this fucking phone. So you can just see, probably in the distance end of the road, that's the Linea Mirada. I just walked nearly under, there's the other one, where you join, the stations join. Because the guy at the hotel said, oh, it's not very far, 10-minute walk, but of course I went towards the wrong line. But that's how I found all these markets. With a papaya and banana for later, worst case. So I'm looking forward to a papaya, but unfortunately no fridge, it'd be better cold. So interesting day, still a beautiful day. It's really just a nice temperature, there's a lovely breeze up here, completely blue sky. So I managed to get the reservation for, it's the same price as I'm paying anyway, which is 150 Bolivianos. So room's not quite as good, an electric shower, but I'm only there for really the daytime and a few hours in the night, and they have a taxi service anyway from that hotel to the airport for 30 Bolivians anyway, which is what you pay from, you know, if you got the teletheca. So it's no different, but it just removes, you know, that good half an hour of transport on New Year's Eve. And he said there's no problem getting a taxi. He said because that hotel obviously has contacts for that, and he said it's not really any different for taxis at that time in the morning. Explained the whole situation to him. Nice young lad, saw the room. So the back of the time's broken now. I've only got a week more, so this time next week I should be on a plane, if not already landed in Lima. Yeah, I will be. I'll be waiting in Lima airport 4 or 5 hours to get the connecting flight back to Iquitos, and then on the 8th of January I'm booked in again for 2 weeks at the retreat, which may be my last, the way I'm thinking at the moment, because I just can't see it going any further really. Go back and see all the guys for a last time, see how it goes, because you never know. Mama Ayahuasca's told me that, you know, I'm to continue, I won't be going back to the UK, but I'm thinking of getting off, see if I can talk to Latam and get off the return flight back to the UK in Madrid, spend a day or two there, and then go to Vietnam and get those fucking nice beaches that I never got, which I thought would exist on the east coast, on the Pacific coast of Peru, which fucking don't, because it's an absolute shithole. 1,000 kilometers of complete shithole. Don't ever go to the east coast of Peru. You got more fucking scenery on the moon. It's horrible, and the people in the towns are awful. The weather was dreadful. It's just a shithole, litter everywhere. But you know, I had a quick look at the visa situation for Vietnam and Thailand last night. Thailand you only get a month. Vietnam you get 45 days. So 6 weeks, but you can extend really easy and you can hop over the border for 24 hours, that kind of thing, according to what I read. So, looking at some of the pictures of the beaches, famous ones on the west coast of where Hanoi is, and down south, you know, they've got the World Heritage Site with all the what do you call it, sandstone outcrops. It looks like that. It looks a bit like the Thai scene out of James Bond movie. Similar. So this was the area when I first came here. This is the Alto, where I was told this is the only potentially dodgy area to walk around at night, but to be honest, there's no fucking... All the roads are much wider actually. Seems a lot more spacious, and it's fucking no different than the really small alleyway roads that are around La Paz, which at the moment is still full of Christmas markets selling usual Chinese junk, fucking packed loads of it, everything from clothes to plastic toys that, you know, no one will fucking buy, and just packed every side street. So now it looks like the Linea Morada is dropping to the left. So left it is, and then in fact there's the building. So this is the junction actually. So instead of that fucking, the dickhead taxi driver took me more or less closer to the airport than, he didn't know where the hotel was. He said he did. Oh, what a fucking arseholes. You know, you just point it out on Google Maps. Do you know the name of the hotel? Blah blah blah. How much? Oh, 25 soles, and you know. Then you get in there and the guy hasn't got a fucking clue where he's going. So you're using your G maps to actually show the twat, and then of course some of the roads were one way and then blocked off with Christmas markets. So I just got out and fucking walked. Just gave him 20 and I said, you know, you're not even a licensed taxi driver, fucking idiot. You're lucky to get 20. I'm an old boy, but you know, it's the usual shit that you can get in South America. They'll do anything just to get you in the fucking cab. I said that, but they doesn't know anything. So, yeah, at one point I was getting pretty annoyed with the twat. He kept asking me which fucking turn on Google Maps, and so I kept showing him, and he couldn't read the map. I kept having to say like, oh no, he's saying, oh, right here, right, no, look, it's 150 meters more. And he's going, oh, right here, no. I said, do you know where the hotel is? I said, no. I said, I asked you particularly to take me to the hotel. You fucking said you knew where it was. Fucking dozy old fuck. But anyway, that's the kind of shit that happens when you travel, especially in South America. So that's why you need at least some Spanish. Otherwise you just be fucking at the mercy of these idiots. Anyway, I'm here, so I'm going to go back to town. I'll probably take another shot because it's so nice of the journey back.